Good morning, students of Aishar School Pravano. I am J.K. Sharma. Will take NTSE classes today. In NTSE class, I will take first paper number 1, mental ability test. Now, in mental ability test, we have today's topic of logical Venn diagram. Logical Venn diagrams is named after a great mathematician, Professor Newman. He was a famous mathematician in the world and he explained all the different types of problems with the help of set theory. In set theory, he has discussed circles to explain them, and with the help of these circles, he was able to explain the different types of relationships, their traits, their qualities, as well as in terms of quantities also. So now we will discuss these things in detail. Number 1 is introduction and meaning of Venn diagrams. These Venn diagrams are in the form of circles or in the form of rectangles or in the form of squares also. It is not necessary that only circles will be the method of explaining our situations as we have discussed in the beginning. Now let us come to the B part, that is types of Venn diagrams. Here types of Venn diagram means they on the basis of traits, on the basis of qualities, on the basis of quantities, on the basis of certain features. Certain sets are not common among them. They have something in common. They may not have something in common. So we will now discuss these things one by one. Number 1 is if the items belong to two different groups, means there are three different things. For example, three professions: doctors, teachers, and engineers. These are three different professions. They have nothing in common. They have their different working styles. So they will be represented by three different sets A, B, and C. Number 2, if one item is contained in the second and second item is contained in the third and the third is the largest one, that is the example of seconds, minutes, and hours. Seconds are contained in minutes and minutes are contained in hours. So we will discuss A by seconds, B by minutes, and C by hours. So A is the smallest set containing seconds, B is the bigger set containing minutes, and C is the greatest set containing C. Now we come to third. If the two separate items belong to the third one, two separate items, they are not related with each other at all, but they are a part of the biggest, that is the biggest set. For example, is our brother, sister, and family. Brother and sisters are two different sexes or different genders. Brother and sister, male and female, they are in a family. So in a family we have a brother as well as sister. So A and B, they are contained in a bigger set C. So A and B, they are disjoint sets, brothers and sisters. They are related by relationship only, but different in gender, and they are contained in bigger set C, that is in family. In a family, we have brother and sister. Number 4, if the two items belong to the class of third in such a way that the two items have some common relationship. For example, here A and B, they have something in common, and these are like this: brother and father. Brother and father, both are of the same gender. A represents father, B represents brother. One is father, another is brother, and they have a common, that is, they have a common gender, and they are contained in family C. They are a part of a family. So the difference between 3 and 4 is to be keep in mind that in 3 we have brothers and sisters. They are disjoint of opposite sexes or opposite gender, but they are a part of families. So C contains A and B, but A and B are different. But in 4 we have brother and father. Both are common, both are of common gender, both are of same sex, and is contained in set C. C is the biggest set of family, and it contains A and B both, and because of same gender they are interrelated to each other. They are related to each other in one way also. Now we come to number 5. If two items are partly related to the third one, that is, one is also related to third one and second is also related to third one, but they are independent of each other. For example, dogs, pets, and cats. These three are animals, four-legged animals. A stands for dogs, B stands for pets, and C stands for cats. Dogs and cats are pets. Dogs and cats are pets, but all pets are not dogs and cats. So these two items are partly related to third one and themselves are independent of each other. Now come to number 6. If the three items are partly related to each other, means they have something in common, but they are independent of each other also. Because of that common part, they are dependent of each other. For example, set A is of clerks, set B government employees, and set C is of educated persons. Set A clerk, set B government employees, and set C is educated persons. Now these three are different sets, but every educated person is not a clerk and every clerk is not a government employee. But there are certain persons who are educated also and government employee also and have a post of clerk. So we will explain these three categories with the help of this diagram here. Number 6. Next we comes to number 7. If one item belongs to the class of second, that is, one is contained in the other and third one is entirely different from the first two, that is, one is contained in the other but the third one is totally independent of first and second. For example, is males and human beings. Every male is a human being. Therefore, the set B, which is of males, is contained in set A of human beings. A is a quantity of human beings, or A is a collection of human beings. Here, human beings means male, females, children, and out of these, B stands for males only. So males are a part of human beings. So B is contained in A, but rats is a set of C, which is an animal, and that animal is not a part of human beings. So C is totally independent of A and B. Therefore, whenever a thing is contained in another and these two things are not contained in set C, or C is independent of A and B, C has nothing in common with A and B, then this will be represented by this diagram. Next we comes to number 8. If one item belongs to the class of second and the third item partly related to the first two. For example, we have mothers, females, and doctors. Set B is of mothers. Set A is of females. Every female is a mother, or every mother is a female. So every mother is contained in set A because females is a bigger group and mother is a part of female groups. So we consider set B as mothers group, set A as females group, and set C is a set of doctors. C is a set of doctors. Every doctor is a female. It is not possible. Every female may be a doctor. It is also not possible. Some females may be doctors, and these doctors may be mothers also. So these three relationships of mothers, then females and doctors will be represented by this set. B stands for mothers, A stands for females, and A stands for doctors. That is, every doctor may or may not be a female and may or may not be a mother. Number 9. If one item belongs to the second item and the third item partly belongs to the second one but not first one. Here set B is of fathers and set B is of fathers and set A is of males and set C children. Now here every father has a child, alright. Every male has a child, alright. But every child may or may be father or belongs to male. It is not possible. That child may be girl also. So that is why every child is a part of males as well as father. If father is a male, okay, and he has a child, and that child may be boy or girl or both. But every girl is not a male or a father. That is why we have tried to explain this concept in this diagram. One item belongs to the second item and the third item partly belongs to the second one but not first or second. Number 10. If two items are related to each other but the third item is entirely different from these two. If two items are related to each other but the third item is entirely different from these two, means they have nothing in common. Here B, A and B are two different sets but they have something in common, not all things in common. For example, professors and authors. Every professor is not a author and every author is not a professor, but there are certain cases where some professors are authors also. That is why we have represented professors and the authors relationship in this way. Set A represents professors and set B represents authors, and set C, which is independent of these two, that is of children. Every child need not to be a professor or an author, or every professor or a author's child may or may have a child or may not have a child. That is why we have represented the children group separately and A and B represented by our intersecting sets. A represents professors and B represents authors. So we have now discussed these 10 types of Venn diagrams, and these are just a formulae for solving our questions. These are not the final statements which we have to remember. So we should keep in mind that while solving our problems or situations deals with these 10 or out of these 10, we have to use them very carefully. Every written statement is a separate entity, and every entity has to be carefully observed, and then from the given options we will come to the conclusions. On the basis of these 10 types of Venn diagrams, today I will send you some assignments based on these 10 entities, and please go through these 10 statements very carefully and try to remember them and apply these while solving the assignments on this chapter, logical Venn diagrams. Thank you very much.